Hello there, good afternoon everybody. It is Wednesday the 31st of July 2024 and you'll be able to see I am down at the Everton Stadium at Bramley-Moore Dock to do my midweek video covering some of your questions and comments, as well as having a look at it first as well. Before we do get going on that, as you will all certainly know, on Monday this week there was a horrendously tragic event in Southport, which is very close to where we are here in Liverpool, very close to home. It doesn't really matter that it's that close, to be honest, but anyway, wherever it was. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of pay my respects and deepest and sincere sympathies to everyone involved in that. Three little girls that have lost their lives, Alice, Elsie and Bebe. It's just horrendous. It's just horrendous. I can't even begin to try to understand what the families that are going through at this time. But I do offer my thoughts and prayers, as I'm sure everybody on this channel, everybody watching does. Just try and stay strong is all I can say. But yeah, we'll get up in the air. I just thought it was important for me to share my thoughts and sympathies on that horrendously tragic event. On the event as well, and I won't go into any politics at all, not whatsoever. It's not the purpose. But there were scenes last night in Southport, people attacking police, and that I just don't think personally. I don't think that's the right way to go. We're all very angry about what's happened. Of course, do things need to be done? Of course, but is that attacking the police and people that were not involved? In my opinion, no. There's another one planned for Saturday in Liverpool City Centre, I believe. If it is your intention to go to that, just please think, just have a little think about what your intentions are. That's all I'd say. But other than that, as I say, sincere and deepest sympathies for everyone involved in that. We'll get on with the video. Right, okay guys, we are up in the air looking at the East Stand as usual, where my takeoff point is all the time, so you're getting used to that shot. So we are going to get into these questions and comments that you've been very good enough to send me. There was quite a lot on my latest video, so I just, I can only pick out so many, and I try and get them in so they're in sequence, some sort of sequence as well. But anyway, we will start here with Richard Evans 2954, who says, any idea why the large patch of black tarmac on the Eastern Plaza? Nick, surely this should be paved. Dunk the Blue said it will definitely be paved, and Andrew Lindsay said it's a base layer around the benches. Over the next week, it will look like the rest of the dock infill with the brick to mimic water. So yeah, Richard, it was very evident last week. It's about this section down here. You can see already they're going over it, getting ready to pave it. Richard, I did notice, well, somebody else put a comment on my video saying Everton have ran out of money and a tarmac in the rest. It looks a mess. I mean, obviously that's not the case. Didn't want to give that comment. Didn't want to show who the person was, but it's not just staying tarmac. It's just that, like is it Andrew? Like Dunk said, it will be paved, and Andrew said it's a base layer. So Richard, nothing to worry about there. They are going to be paving it. They are cracking on with that, as we can see. Like here, they're cracking on with it, and they will be the rest of the way along as well. So no need to be concerned that it's just staying. It's just this random piece of tarmac staying there. Nice one for asking the question, though. As I said, others did mention it. It's not going to look strangely odd with a big massive lump of tarmac there, like. But thanks for that, Richard, and everybody else who commented, Dunk and Andrew. Moving on, I have, oh yeah, this one, Peter CR. I'm just going to read this one for you while we have a look at the stadium. And the main, as you'll see, the very top, the main reason I'm bringing this up is I just got to give a massive thanks and appreciation to you, Peter. Peter's donated $100 to my channel, and he said it's $100 super thanks That's the most I've ever had donated, Peter, in one super thanks, so thank you so much. Peter says, I've been watching your videos of the Everton Stadium developments from the beginning, from the US, and really appreciate your dedication and skill. Soon they will literally be watching the grass grow, but that is amazing progress. I keep expecting Everton to hold due to financial issues, as that seems to be the Everton way. Having grown up in Heswell, I also really appreciate the videos you have shot on the Wirral and surrounding area. Thanks for everything you do. Peter, thank you so much for that donation. It is really, really, really appreciated. Can't thank you enough, and I hope everything is well in the US for you at the moment. Moving on, I've got K-Dog 4617, who says, those goalpost sockets make you realise just how close the fans will be to the pitch. Awesome. Okay, I'm heading in there now, K-Dog. I am 110 metres up, which gives me a good, what do we say the stadium is, about 47, so it gives me a good 63, no, I think it's 73 metre clearage. But yeah, let's look down. It's very bright, tough for me to see on this screen. I've said that before when it's very bright. So just checking on the location of the drone there, right above that north. But yeah, it does. So you're right. So if we look at those goalposts and then goalpost sockets, and then look up at where the seats are, K-Dog, we will be right there, won't we? So good, isn't it, mate? So good. Nice one for picking up on that. Let's zoom out a little bit more so we can just kind of see. So that north stand as well. Thanks for that, K-Dog. Moving on, I've got Skippy. It's a good one, this. Skippy says, just wondering why the north goalpost holes got a special shout out, but the south goalpost holes but not the south goalpost holes, they've got feelings too, you know. Otherwise, it's on a bad little video. Oh, Skippy, nice one for your solidarity with the south goalpost holes. Yeah, I didn't know they were there. Somebody pointed out the north ones. Look at them, Skippy. Extra special mention here for the south goalpost holes, as we see down there. And going back to what K-Dog said, you can see how close again, K-Dog, can't you? Look how close that stand is there. So this is the south. I'm really sorry I didn't mention you last at the weekend south stand goalpost holes. I meant no disrespect or discrimination, but let's just look up. Oh, the brightness. Get them in, there they are. Skippy, thanks for pointing that out. I assure you, I meant no disrespect to those goalpost holes. Moving on, Kev Beasley 6575 says, hi Nick, at 30 minutes in you do a north to south pitch view. There are 8 sprinklers from what I can see, white in colour on the length of the pitch alongside each other in pairs, ? Great work as always. Thank you, Kev. I did not spot that, but I had a look. So it was when I done this shot where I moved up like that from north to south, and we're looking down the centre line of the pitch. Well, almost the centre line. It's a little out, but let's move back down. You can see them, so I'm going to focus on one here. And you put the question mark to say, I think you're saying, Kev, that you assume they are. I assume too. It's got to be, hasn't it? So there's one. There's a fly, it keeps landing on my legs, doing my head in. Where's the other one? There. 2. There's one standing up. The others might have been standing up, I just couldn't tell on my screen, sorry. You guys, I think you spend a lot of my videos like shouting at me, but honestly, when it's so bright like this, it's hard to see on the screen. Where's the other one, that side? There. No, that's definitely lying down, isn't it? Surely. But yeah, Kev, great spot there. Great spot. I'm sure we don't even have to ask that. They definitely look like sprinklers, but if anybody says there's anything else, please let us have your comments. But Surely they're sprinklers, which is a good sign, isn't it? Sprinklers going in there, Kev, and everybody else. Kev, thanks so much for that. Moving on, I've got O'Brules OK, who says, do we know when the cladding will be added to the ends of the south stand, below the barrel cladding, and to the sides of the frosted glass on the south end concourse? Dunk the Blue again has replied saying, I assume that will happen in the next few weeks. Let's get over there. O'Brules OK. Check where my drone is. Up there. City looks great. Here we go. So we got the ends in there. I wish somebody pointed this out last week, to be honest. David Badcock, I'm sure you're watching, saying I did. I am playing. Of course, David, you pointed this out last week, and I couldn't get where you were on about. As you pointed out, sometimes I do spend a little bit of time faffing around a bit, looking at where you're on about. It was clearly this section. That's in. But you're talking about, let me see O'Brules. I'm probably going to do it again now. O'Brules is talking about, let me read it again. The cladding will be added to the ends of the south stand, below the barrel cladding, and to the sides of the frosted glass. Okay, the frosted glass is down there. So what you're talking about, O'Brules, is clearly and obviously down there. Yeah, as Dunk has said, it's surely going to be at some point very soon. Not quite there yet. You see, they're doing a bit of work on something here being lifted up. But O'Brules, we're assuming it's going to be soon. Let me come down to the other end. Have a look. It's nice to take a flight right across the south stand, isn't it? This looks so good. Yeah, not yet, O'Brules. But yeah, I'm sure it will be soon. We'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for pointing that out. We'll definitely keep a close eye on that. Right, next up I've got David Badcock. Thought I'd bring one of yours up again, David, because you gave me one last week and I didn't get it, did I? I didn't get it, I apologise. I was shouted at quite a bit, got a few messages saying David's clearly talking about this section, which was the end bit I just shown before, so yeah, sorry David, but here we go, we'll give this one a go. Nice to see the fourth grace in really good weather. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Even looking at it now, look at that. So one, it's clear that they have started to place pots of tall grasses in some of the borders of the East Plaza before planting them. Do you think they're planted now, David? Let's go along. I'm gonna miss them again, aren't I? No, surely not. I mean, it's obviously down here, and I genuinely can't see on my screen because of the brightness when I'm looking close in. Are these just placed on the... Are these just placed, or are they actually planted now? Try this one, see if it's any better. But yeah, it's good to see that they are adding that. Feels like that, like the final touches, doesn't it? Looking really good. I do really like the like the finishing touches, as I've just said as well. You know, all the trees and plants, when they're, you know, when they're, you get the design, they first start it and it's all water. The last thing I kind of thought about was trees and plantation and that there. You know, you're just looking at like the stadium and the huge mega structure and not thinking of all these parts. But yeah, thanks for that, David. We'll move on to number 2. I think I've picked them up there, David. I must have, but I think they're either planted or I just can't see them because of the brightness on my screen when I zoom in. And point 3, you've said water is trickling into the water channel via one of the pipes through the southern isolation bridge. This has been ongoing. This has been going on all the time and was the reason for the sunk pipes and pumping that has been going on all the time. This leak has meant that water is now accumulated right along the concrete base in front of the secant wall, as they are no longer pumping it out from the southern end of the future water channel. We've got to have a look at that, haven't we? Let's get up there. Look right down into it. And I will just turn round. See, it's trickling in and causing, is it that damp that we can see? Said water is trickling in. Through that, David? Sorry, now that looks like that pipe breaks there on my screen anyway. But you know what, I know it's amazing that we've got some, I know it's amazing that we've got some really nice bright weather, but honestly, looking at a drone screen in really nice bright weather has its own challenges. I'm just trying to spot, you see, because you said there's like water accumulating. I'll tell you what, look at the dig out though. So there's a couple of wet patches in there, but as I say, I'm struggling to pick that out. But completely believe 100% that it's there. Give it one more go. I know the screen will look great to you, and by the time I edit this, I'll see it. But honestly, I'm not just saying this. It's really like bright glare on my screen, on my pad screen. But David, thanks. I'm sure we've probably seen that. I just tried to get a few different angles of it whilst we were there to show everybody. So thank you very much for that. Moving on, and I think it's last but not least, but we're already approaching the 20 minutes. Moving on, we have stand. I'm just going to kind of turn around to look at the stadium. We've got stand 663 who says, I'm curious. I can see the stadium itself is nearing completion, but what about the surrounding area? It looks like the new stadium complex is surrounded by an old industrial buildings and warehouses. By what connecting transport links will the fans arrive at the stadium? I'm from London You can get to any football ground by established bus, rail and tube connections. I really like the new stadium. It's innovative, new and different. I would have put a perspex see-through roof to give it more natural light, etc., but it's fine. Good luck for next season. Spurs fan. Okay, Spurs fan, thanks very much. So, yeah, the surrounding area, I'll just move on. So you're looking at surrounding area here and here. Now this site down here belongs to United Utilities, okay? But let's look at this way, and I'll just move on because we've got a couple of replies here. So we've got Ross 6705 who says it's a 15-minute walk from the city centre. There's plenty of bus routes in the area and there's a train station less than a mile away. It's a lot easier for fans to get to compared to Goodison. Absolutely right, Stan, he's absolutely right. So look at the city centre there, and it's one road all the way down there. 15 minutes, if that. You get scooters as well, e-scooters. I've done it myself, so you can scroll down on my channel, have a little look, or search for it. City centre to Bramley-Moore Dock or something like that. It's easy. It's easy. There is also over that way, there is a train station. Okay, so you can get off the train, walk down and walk across the same road, but coming down this road from the other way. Train access. Okay, stand. And then I also had Dunk the Blue saying the surrounding area is part of the Liverpool Waters development. The roof is the way it looks because it has 7 layers of insulation to keep the noise inside the stadium. Yep, absolutely right regarding the roof, Dunk, of course you are. But yeah, Stand, all this is part of the Liverpool Waters development. If you want to look into that, I've done a couple of videos on it, but there's lots planned for this area, okay? A hell of a lot planned for the area. It was just something had to come first, and it was the stadium. What I heard personally, I don't know how true this is, but I was told that they wanted to redevelop this area for a long time. They wanted bars, restaurants, hotels, etc. down here, but none of them would come first. Bars wouldn't come, there's no hotels or anything, hotels wouldn't come, there's no bars or restaurants. So, genius idea, put a stadium there, get the Everton Stadium there, guarantees a shed load of people coming to the area, should bring all the others, bars, restaurants, hotels, etc. Don't know how true that is, but that's what I was told. Then moving on, I like this one. So Jay Stroud has said, Fulham and Palace both have less than optimal public transport to and from their grounds. Even West Ham has a good 15-20 minute walk from Stratford Station. This will be easier than most of them. Right, absolutely. The reason why I've left that in, I've just recently done a YouTube video. I haven't put it together yet. It's going to come out in the next few weeks. I won't really say what it is right now, but anyway, I visited most of the stadiums in London, right, and I totally agree. Fulham and Palace are not easy. Fulham is a good walk from the closest bus and rail and that. Fulham honestly is a good walk, and Palace, yeah, absolutely, is as well. So it's not like you say, to be honest, Stand. Also, London is bound to have, a lot more public transport than up here. But yeah, it's a bit of almost like a kind of moot point when it comes to that, because as Stroud rightly pointed out, Fulham and Palace are not like that. Okay, so anyway, guys, there we go. I am going to finish off there. Been going on for 20 minutes, 25 including my intro and outro. So let's finish off there. Okay guys, there you go. That was my video on the 31st of July 2024. I really hope you enjoyed the video and the questions and comments that we covered. Just like to say one final time at the very end of this video that my deepest and sincere thoughts, prayers and sympathies go out to the families and friends and everybody affected by the tragic events in Southport on Monday this week. Guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that button for me. Take care everyone. Bye now.